How do you deal with loss? I don't know how I deal with loss right now, but how do you deal with loss? That says a lot about you, okay? Think about this. Come here. Think about this. You lose something. How do you feel? Right? Not the greatest. When you win something, how do you feel? Some of you might say, oh, I don't feel anything. Some of you might say, I feel okay for a little bit. Why? Why do we focus on our losses more than our wins? It's because we know eventually what goes up must come down. We know that there's a loss around the corner. However, when we lose, we don't think there's a win around the corner. Seems like that is kind of backwards to me. I think most people, it would benefit them if they go through a process of deep analysis of why their choices they make are their choices, such as beliefs. Your choice to believe in, I just took a loss, I don't know how I'm going to get this back, or I just won, I can't lose this. You know what I mean? I can't lose. In anything, really. I'm probably talking in financial perspectives, but even if a job or something, or I don't know, family, just like once you lose, it feels like it's a permanent stay. But how you handle the comeback is what sets you apart, because everybody thinks like that. When they win, they're winning, right? People like to walk out of the casino when they're winning, but it doesn't happen because their mind is playing their tricks. And once they lose, they don't see a way of coming back from that. That's why most people quit in whatever they're doing. If you quit, that's how you lose. Now, there is ways that you can go into deep, dark, negative, and you can choose to quit. And then guess what? You're still a loser. If you win and you choose to quit, choice is yours. You take your bags. But the thing is, what psychological factors is one thing, like FOMO, like fear of missing out, or why can't that be me? You know what I mean? We're very selfish. So how you handle the loss, and even if you don't end up winning, but you still persist, and it's kind of like unchanged regardless of what the circumstances are, that is how initially you can start to bounce back, because bouncing back is all up here. Your circumstances around you are made right up here. So if you lose and you continue to be a loser, that is all up to you. That's what sets people apart, that especially I know when they lose, not only do they get pissed at themselves, but they get pissed that they didn't see why they lost in the first place. That's all we can do, is we can lose better and better every time. So when you lose, don't think of it as a loss. It's just an opportunity to show what this all is, man. What you are, what you're made of, what this world versus you. And sometimes it's like that. I understand, but what you can show you to yourself about you're that person. You know what I mean? Like, just remember, believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in family, believe in futures, learning, and let's just make it better. You know what I'm saying? Wow.